Hello everyone, this is Chandan and you are watching the learning field. So in this session we are going to discuss the general aptitude paper of GATE 2022 and this is the questions paper of statistics. Okay. So this is a question paper of statistics. The question code is ST. Okay. So this is the question number 1 and in the previous classes we already discussed the last 5 years of general aptitude of mathematical or mathematics papers. Okay, general aptitude of mathematics paper, and we said already that we are now solving the 4 questions paper 2019 to 2022. Okay, these 4 questions paper of statistics general aptitude. Okay, so this is the first question, and now we are starting to solve the questions or 10 questions. 5 questions are of 5 marks, 1 marks, and 5 questions are of each 2 marks. Okay, so let's start, and before starting I am requesting you to all those who are new in my channel, please like the video, comment if you have any doubt in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay, so the question number 1 says that Mr. X speaks dash Japanese dash Chinese. Okay, so and there are 4 options: neither or, either nor, neither nor, and also but. Okay, these 4 options, and we all know that, I think this is a very easy question. We all know that there are 2 such words. Okay, one is either or and second one is neither nor. Okay, either or and neither nor. Okay, when the word use either, then obviously this is used or. Okay, and in case we use neither, or in any sentence the word neither use, the another one is used here, the nor. Okay, just like Mr. X speaks neither Japanese nor Chinese, or either Japanese or Chinese, these types of words or these types of sentence makes here. Okay, so here the correct option is neither nor. Okay, because in the remaining other options there are no such combination of these 2 words. Okay, so the correct answer is neither and nor, neither Japanese nor Chinese. That means Mr. X cannot speak these 2 language. Okay, so this is the meaning of the question. Okay, so here option C is the correct answer. Okay, now we going to the next question. Question number 2 is the sum of money of is to be distributed among P, Q, R and S. Okay, in the proportion what 5:2:4:3 respectively. If R gets 1000 more than S, then what is the share of Q? Okay, so suppose let us assume that the share or the amount which are distributed among P, Q, R, S are what 5x, 2x and 4x and 3x. Okay, so this is the amount of P, this is the amount of Q, this is the amount of R, and this is the amount of S. Okay, now it says that if R gets 1000 more than S. Okay, so amount of R, this is equal to he gets 1000 more than S. Okay, that means what, this is equal to 3x plus 1000. Okay, so this means what, x equal to 1000 here. And now the question says that what is the share of Q. The share of Q is 2x, that means 2 into 1000, which is equal to 2000. It is very easy question, so option D is correct here. Now going to the next question. It says that a trapezium has vertices marked as P, Q, R and S in the order order anti-clockwise. Okay, the side PQ is parallel to SR. Okay, the side PQ is parallel to SR. Further, it is given that PQ equal to 11, QR equal to 4, RS equal to 6 semi and SP equal to 3 semi centimeter. Then what is the shortest distance between PQ and SR? Okay, so if we write the draw or image of this trapezium like that. Okay, so P, Q, R and S are anti-clockwise order. Suppose this is P, this is Q, this is R and this is S. Okay, so these are anti-clockwise order. Also it's given that PQ is equal to 11 and QR equal to 4, RS equal to 6 and SP equal to 3 centimeter. Okay, now if we draw the perpendicular and we have to find the shortest distance between PQ and SR, and shortest distance in PQ and SR means what, the distance, if you can imagine like that, in that way, if we draw a straight line which is perpendicular to PQ, this straight line is also perpendicular to SR. Okay, so if we draw these two lines which are perpendicular to the both of the lines, and from R to this line PQ, and from S to this line PQ. Suppose if we give these two are named A and B, that means what? SA, A or AS, and BR or RB is perpendicular to QP. Okay, now suppose if we let us assume this AP equal to X. Okay, that means now since AP equal to S, then RS, this is equal to what? AB, this is equal to what? 6 ME. Okay, 6 centimeter. Okay, since this is RS and this is AB, so this is equal to 6 centimeter. Therefore this QB equal to what? This QB, this is equal to what? Since this is total what? PQ is equal to 11, since PQ equal to 11. Okay, so QB equal to what? 11 PQ and minus of what? Minus of RS, or this is equal to AB. Okay, AB plus what? AP. Okay, so this one, so this is equal to 11 minus what? 11 minus 6 plus X. Okay, so this is equal to 5 minus X. Okay, so the value of QB is equal to 5 minus X. Now we know that these two are what? These two are 90-degree angle. Okay, and we can here use the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so by applying the Pythagoras theorem, if h is the height of the what? This trapezium, or the distance between PQ and QR, that is, this is the distance AS, this is equal to B and R. Okay, so h equal to what? This h equal to what? This is equal to, since P, S and given and AP we assume. Okay, so that means what? And this is the what? Hypotenuse. PS is hypotenuse in this triangle, from triangle APS. Okay, APS, PS is the hypotenuse, and this is the AP is the base, and AS is the perpendicular. Okay, so this is equal to, we can write PS square or SP square, PS square minus AP square. Okay, also this is equal to, we can write from this triangle QBR, from the triangle QBR we can write here, because this is also the height BR. Okay, so this is equal to, we can also write QR square minus what? QR square minus QB square. Okay, this is the hypotenuse and this is the what? This is the base of this triangle. Okay, from this triangle and from this triangle we can write this. Okay, so this is equal to, we can write this is equal to, PS means what? PS means this SP equal to 3 here, so 3 square minus X square, this is equal to root under of QR means what? QR means here 4 given, there 4 square minus QB means 5 minus X whole square. Okay, so this we can solve it. So if we solve it, then we get, so this is equal to 9 minus X square, this is equal to what? 16 minus 25 minus 10x plus X square. Okay, so this is equal to what? 9 minus X square, this is equal to 16 minus 9 is minus 9 plus 10x minus x square. Okay, so this gets cancelled. This implies what? So this implies 10x, this is equal to 18. Okay, that means what? X equal to 1.8. Okay, so x, we get the value of x equal to 1.8. Okay, now from this we can find the value of h. So h equal to root under what? H equal to, this is the value of x, that means the value of AP. Okay, so you can put this value in between this, any of this triangle. Okay, from any of this triangle we get this is equal to, suppose if we take this angle. Okay, so then we get h equal to what? PS square. PS square means what? 3 square minus 1.8 square. Okay, so 1.8 square, which is equal to root under of 9 minus 3.24. This is equal to root under of 5.76. Okay, which is equal to 5.76 means 2.4. Okay, this is the answer of the question. So option B is correct here. Now going to the next question, question number 4. Question number 4 says that the figure, okay, The figure shows a grid formed by a collection of unit squares. The unshaded unit square is in the grid represents a hole. So these are the shaded portion, these are the shaded portion, and this is the unshaded portion. Okay, and these all are the unit square. Okay, this is given. Now what is the maximum number of squares without a hole in the interior that can be formed within the 4x4 grid using this unit square as building blocks? Okay, so this is a 4x4 unit square. Okay, well, this is one unit, this is unit, this is unit, this is unit, and this one is also unit. Now we can get what we first note what is the size of the tiles we can fit here. Okay, so this is we can fit here 1x1 tiles and 2x2 tiles. Okay, so these two options or these two size of tiles we can fit here. Now total number of 1x1 hole in this circle is what? 16, and without hole, to 1x1 square without hole is what? Without hole, this is equal to what? 16 minus 1. So 16 minus 1, this is equal to 15. Okay, now we can fit a 2x2 square without a hole. How many number of 2x2 square? So this is 1 square, 1. Okay, this is 2. Okay, this is 3. Okay, this is 3, and 4 and 5. Okay, so this one is 4. What? This one is 4. Okay, and this one is 5. Okay, we can fit a number of 2x2 square is equal to 5 here. Okay, therefore total number of squares we can fit here is 15 plus 5, which is equal to 20. We can fit here 1x1 square and 2x2 square only. Okay, we can't fit here 3x3 square. Okay, without this hole. Okay, so this is the correct answer for this problem. Option number what? Option B here the correct answer. Okay, now we going to the next question. Question number 5. It says that an art gallery, okay, an art gallery engages a security guard to ensure that the items displayed are protected. The diagram below represents the plan of the gallery where the boundary walls are opaque. So these are suppose the boundary walls. These are the boundary walls given in the picture. Okay, the location the security guard posted is identified such that all the inner space shaded region, this is the suppose the shaded region. Okay, this is total the shaded region in the plan of the gallery within the line of the sight of the security guard. Okay, so if the security guard does not move around the posted location and has a 360-degree view, then which one of the following correctly represent the set of all possible locations among the locations P, Q, R and S where the security guard can be posted to watch over the entire inner space of the gallery? So this is a big question. Okay, so that means what? Actually this is a structure of a art gallery. Okay, so this is a structure of an art gallery, and we have to fit the position of the security guard such that, okay, the security guards watch over the entire inner space of the gallery. This is the main question of the main things or main fund of this question. Okay, so these are 4 positions. We have to fix the position such a way that we can fit the minimum securities such that the securities can watch over the entire inner space of the 360 space of the gallery. Okay, so this is the question. Now how can we solve the question? Just see it. If a person will stand on the position P, okay, so if a position can stand in this position, then this person cannot see this position or cannot see the position of R. Okay, that is here he cannot see the visibility side of R. Okay, and similarly we can say this vice versa, such that if we give a security and on R or this position R, so the security cannot see the position P because these are the wall. Okay, so these two are not possible. Okay, therefore we can discard the options including P and R. Okay, so this option discarded and this option is also discarded. Okay, now Q and S, the remaining options are Q and S. Okay, these in this option, so if we put a security, or if we give the position of the security at Q, then since the security can view 360 view, therefore the security can view in this angle also, in this angle also, and in this angle also. Okay, so Q, okay, is the answer. And similarly, if this position S, okay, so this S can also watch over the entire inner space of the art gallery, okay, in this way. Okay, so the correct answer is Q and S both. Okay, and Q, only Q is not correct. Okay, these two position of Q and S of the security guards, these are the possible location. Okay, if two security, or if the security guards posted at that location, then the securities can watch over the entire inner space of the art gallery. Okay, so the correct answer is option Q and S. Okay, option C is correct here. Now going to the next question, question number 6. It says that mosquitoes pose a threat to the human health. Controlling the controlling mosquitoes using the chemical may have undesired consequences. Okay, that means if we use chemical to control the mosquitoes, then they may have, the chemical may have undesired consequences. Okay, that is there is any problem or any other side effect can have. Okay, this type of words given here. Okay, now in Florida, authorities have used genetically modified mosquitoes to control the overall mosquito population. Okay, it remains to be seen of this novel approach has unforeseen consequences. Okay, unforeseen consequences. Okay, so what is, which one of the following is the correct logical inference based on the information in the above passage? Okay, so this is the question. Now how can we solve this question? Now option A says that using chemical to kill the mosquitoes is better than using the geometrically modified mosquitoes because genetic engineering is dangerous. But there is no comparison between the two methods of to kill the using chemicals and using genetically modified mosquitoes. Okay, because here in this option it is like, okay, what it is like comparison, but there is no such words in the above passage such that the two processes, okay, we can compare these two processes. Okay, so this one is not correct answer. Now option B says that using genetically modified mosquitoes is better than using chemical to kill mosquitoes because they don't have any side effect. But this is also the comparison tricks. Okay, so here in this passage there is no comparison types of words. Okay, that's why this B is also incorrect option. Both using genetically modified mosquitoes and chemical have undesired consequences, but only it says that chemical may have undesired consequences. Also chemicals may not have, also it is also occur such type of, suppose any such type of chemicals used to kill the mosquitoes, in the chemicals there is no side effect, or there may not have any undesired consequences. Okay, so we can't say the exact consequences. Okay, so this is also the incorrect one. Therefore the correct answer is option D. Okay, this is the correct option. Using chemicals to kill the mosquitoes may have undesired consequences, but it is not clear if using genetically modified mosquitoes has any negative consequences. Okay, so we can't we can't say it clearly. Okay, so this is the correct answer of this problem. Okay, now going to the next question. Question number 7. Consider the following inequalities: 2x minus 1 is greater than 7, 2x minus 9 is less than 7. So this is very easy question. Okay, which of the following expression below satisfies the above two inequalities? Okay, so okay, we can simplify these two inequalities as 2x minus 1 is greater than 7. This implies what? 2x is greater than 8. This implies x is greater than 4. Okay, so and the next one is 2x minus 9, this is less than 1. This implies 2x is less than 10. This implies x is less than 5. Therefore x is less than 5 and is greater than 4. Okay, so this is the answer. The answer is option C, the correct answer. So this is a very easy question. Going to the next question. 4 points P, Q, R and S represents the vertices of a quadrilateral. what is the area of the area enclosed by the quadrilateral. Now it is given that P, Q, R and S, but it is not the order of the vertices. Okay, in this question there is no words of ordering of this P, Q, R, S as the vertices. Okay, so we can first draw the graph and put the points, okay, in the axis. Okay, so 0, 1 means this one. So suppose this is the 0, 1 position, 0, 1, therefore this is P. Okay, now 0, minus 3, 0, minus 3 means 1, 2 and 3 suppose. Okay, so this is suppose the 0, minus 3. Okay, 0, minus 3, this is 0, 1. Then the next one is minus 2, minus 1. Okay, so minus 2 and minus 1. So minus 1, minus 2 and minus 1. So this one is the point minus 2, minus 1. Okay, and then what, S is 2, minus 1. So 1 and 2 and minus 1, this one. So 2 and minus 1. So this is the quadrilateral, the vertices and the image of the this is the image of the quadrilateral. Okay, now we first find the sides. Okay, suppose, so P, this is P, this is what, this is S, I think, yes, S, this is what, 0, minus 3 is Q, and this is minus 2, minus 1 is what, R. Okay, now we first find the length of the sides. Okay, so PS, this is equal to 0, minus 2, so this is equal to 2 minus 0 square plus minus 1 minus 1 square. So this is equal to what, 4 plus 4, this is equal to root under 8. Okay, so PS, now we find the SQ, this is equal to also what, 2 0, so 2 minus 0 square plus minus 1 plus 3 square. So this is equal to also 4 plus 4, which is equal to root under 8. Similarly, the QR, this is equal to what, QR equal to 0 minus 2, so 0 plus 2 square plus minus 3 plus 1 square, which is again equal to 4 plus 4 equal to root under 8, and QR and PR or RP, this is equal to what, root under of 0 plus 2 square plus 1 plus 1 square, it is equal to also root under 8. Okay, therefore we can see that the 4 sides are equal. That means the quadrilateral is a square. The quadrilateral is a square. Okay, therefore we also already know the formula of the area of the square. So this is equal to root under 8. This is the side square. This is equal to clearly 8. Okay, so option C is correct here. Now going to the next question. It says that in a class, okay, it says that in a class of 5 students, P, Q, R, S and T, okay, P, Q, R, S and T, only one of the student is known to have copied in the exam. The disciplinary committee has investigated the situation and recorded the statement from the students as given below. Statement of P says R has copied in the exam. Q says S has copied in the exam. R said that P did not copy in the exam. Statement of S is only one of us is telling the truth, and statement of T is R is telling the truth. Okay, so this is the statement of 5 students. The investigating team had authenticate information that S never lies. Then based on the information given above, the person who has copied in the exam is. Okay, so S says that only one of us telling the truth. Okay, and the disciplinary committee had authentic information that S never lies. Okay, so as given, S is telling the truth, since the investigating team had authentic information that S is never lies. Therefore, let us assume let us assume T is telling the truth. Okay, so let us assume, suppose T is let's assume what, assume T is telling truth. suppose. Okay, so that means R is telling the truth. So if the statement of T is true, because why we assume this, since it says that R is telling the truth, therefore if T is telling the truth, then R is also telling the truth, and R says that P did not copy in the exam. So according to R, we know that what P did not copy in the exam, but if T is telling truth, that means, but what? But if T is telling the truth, then R is also telling the truth, okay, telling the truth, and then that means what? That means two of them are telling the truth. Why? Because if T statement is true, then the statement of what? The statement of R is also telling the truth. Therefore if T telling the truth, then R also telling the truth. Therefore in that cases we get two students of which both the statements of these both students are truth, okay, but S says that, R says that, A says that only one of us telling the truth, okay. So this this is the abstract situation, okay. So that means what? Which is not possible, okay. That means hence T is not telling the truth, okay. Therefore T is not telling the truth, T is not telling the truth, and hence R is also not truthful as well. Therefore since we assumed that T is true, therefore we prove that T is the statement of T is false, therefore the statement of R is also false, okay. That means what? P did not copy in the exam, this statement is false statement, okay. So this statement is false statement. That means what? If this statement is false, then the negative statement of this, that is P copied in the exam, is the truth, okay. P copy in the exam is truth, okay. So this is the answer of the question. That means what? The answer is what? Just a second. The answer is, I think, answer the person who did not in the copy exam, option is P, okay. So P copied in the exam, okay. So this is the answer of the question. Now going to the next question, question number 10, which is the last question of today's session. Consider the following squares, okay. Consider the following squares with the four corners and the center marked as P, Q, R, S and T. Oh sorry, I just forget to draw the what? Just a second. I forget to draw the figure. Just a second. So this is the given figure. P, Q, R and S, okay, and T is what? This is the T, okay. This is the given figure in the question, okay. So what respectively, okay, let X, Y and Z represent the following operations. X, rotation of square by 180 degree with respect to the SQ axis. Y is what? Y operation is rotation of the square by 180 degree with respect to PR axis, and Z means what? Rotation of the square by what? Sorry, this is 90 degree, I think, yes, 90 degree clockwise with respect to the axis perpendicular going into the screen, that is what? Going into the screen, that is perpendicular to this plane, okay, screen. And suppose if we write or put here a pen, then the direction of the pen is the perpendicular side, that is if we put into the computer screen a pen, then this pen is perpendicular to the screen, that direction, okay, says here, going into the screen and passing through the point T, okay. Consider the following three distinct sequences of the operation which are applied in the left to the right order, okay. So X, Y, Z, Z, the X, Y and Z, 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 which of the following statement are correct as per information provided below. So we have to find the sequence of operation 1 and 2 are equivalent, so we have to find the equivalent operation, okay. So the first operation is, operation 1 is X, Y, Z, Z, okay. So X, Y, Z, Z means what? X, Y, Z, Z means 180 degree, X means 180 degree, and then what? X, Y, Z, Z, and 180 degree with respect to P, R axis. So 180, after applying these two and then after ZZ. Okay, so this is a very critical question. I just write the figure, you can try once in your home. Okay, so this is equal to, if we just write the figure, just a second, then we get this type of figure for the first case. Okay, x y z z, x y z z, okay, x y z z, we get this type of figure here, S R, okay, sorry, first if we apply first statement, then we get x y z z, x, first we apply x, we get this one. Okay, so S P Q and R, and then after that we get S R Q and P, and then and Z Z, then this is x, first one is x, second one is y, and then Z Z. After that if we apply Z Z, then we get Q, P, S and R. You can must try at your home. Okay, this is the first case. Now after that Z Z, or sorry, X Y, after that X Y. Okay, so after X Y we first get, after applying x, we get here what, Q, so Q and R, sorry, just a second. So we get here what, this is Q, this is what, this is R, this is S, and this is P. So this is x, already we get, and then we apply S, so we get what, this one we already get S R, this is Q, and this is I think, sorry, R S Q P. Okay, so we get this one. Now we apply the third condition, Z Z Z Z. So Z Z Z Z means first one Z, so this is P S, after applying first Z, R Q, this is one Z, then after Z we get what, we get here S R Q P, then after applying Z, then again Z, we get 90 degree rotation only. Okay, so 90 degree rotation, 90 degree, 90 degree, these are the 90 degrees. So we get what, we get R Q P and S, and then we get P Q and what, S, and then R. Okay, so see here, after applying these four operations, okay, we get, see, PQSR, just a second, we get this PQSR, this one and this one, this is also PQSR. Okay, so these two are equivalent. R is QP, PQ, this is not equivalent. Therefore what, one operation, this one and this one are equivalent. Okay, that means 1 and 3 are equivalent. This option B is correct here. Okay, so these are the 10 questions of GATE 2022 from statistics portion. Okay, so if the content is helpful, then please give a like to this video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you friends, see you again in the next video. Thank you.